Good evening, everyone. This is Balanced Life, Happy Life, which is actually, we're doing it a little bit differently. So it's Wellness in Three. And I'm Sherry Danzig, and Debbie Jones is going to wave Debbie. Debbie Jones is going to help me with this presentation. So let me get the share thing happening, and I need to get audio, share sound. Okay, this will be fun. This will be the first time that I've done this presentation and Debbie's done this presentation. So give us a second. Let's see here. Here's what I want. See, you don't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. It's all good. Okay, so this is Wellness 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out because I think it's really fun to be able to share some stories because people that are watching this, that you want to introduce them to Nikken, if you're already a consultant, they want to know like what's this about? How has it had an impact on your life? What is meaningful here? So, Nancy, I've asked you to speak. If you would please just share something about how Nikken has been impactful for you in these last years.
All right, I'm glad to. Thank you for asking me, Sherry. Before I knew Nick Can exist, I had really prayed for something to help bring another stream of income into our home. And also, I was very concerned about my children's health. They were juniors and seniors in high school, and junior high and senior school. And my husband's extremely stressed. We were a one income family. He was a teacher, a coach, exhausted, and I could tell it was having an impact on him, all the stress. So I was afraid my husband would go from the gym to the grave, quite literally. And so I was looking. And so go to what? I don't know how many years. Let's see, maybe I don't remember how many years passed. But I wanted David to be able to retire because I didn't see it in our future. And Nick Ken has given us that. So he is now retired. We have a lot more time and money freedom, and it's been a great decision.
That's peace of mind is
Right.
such a big thing, right? Such a
Yes,
big
indeed.
It really is. And I'll just share that, for me, this month is 28 years with Nikken. And a similar kind of a thing in that I was a massage therapist. I was in my 30s. I was raising a young family and I was looking ahead. I was nowhere near what would be considered retirement age. Now I am, and I don't have any desire to retire. But back in those days, I was thinking about what am I going to do when my body won't allow me to do massage? I was a full-time massage therapist. And so I was already thinking about I needed something else. I needed another source of income, not only because I thought my body might give out, but also I was thinking about the fact that I simply didn't want to work that hard. I wanted something that would allow me to not have to be so physically present. So it wasn't just that I was worried that I might, my body might give out. It was simply and the other truth was that I was running out of hours in the day that I could physically do the massage. And so, it had to be something else that was going to add to my income for us to be able to, keep having the best life we could have. My husband's a school teacher, and so, it wasn't like he was going to get some giant raise as sometimes you do in the corporate world. So my ears were perked when Nikken was introduced to me. I did not think it was going to be, magnets and all of these technologies. Didn't know anything about direct sales and network marketing. And, it's been an education for all these years. And that's what I encourage everybody to do is kick the tires on it, keep an open mind, take a look and see if this is a fit for you because it really it's not a one size fits all. It's a way that you can incorporate this whether you're balancing a lot of things at home and work and still be able to add something else to your everyday. So um we're gonna have fun here presenting this. Debbie, you ready?
Ready.
Ready, Freddy. Okay. So let's see if I can get the slide to move. That would always be helpful. There we go. Whoops. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the company, and we're going to definitely talk about the principles, the philosophy of the company. We're going to introduce you to the technologies, which is all about connecting to nature. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the business. And as I said, there's not a one size fits all. There's three different paths. So we'll talk a little bit about that. So, but the mission of the company, Nikken, is about to feel good every day. And I don't know about anyone else, but ever since the company has adopted this, I love being able to say that to people when I'm introducing to them, what I do. Debbie, what do you think about that? Isn't that fun to be able to say, to invite people, right?
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. When I'm out and I'm going out and walking, I'm making sure I'm grabbing my sweat, my little hoodie that says feeling good every day.
Yeah.
That's
I
how I
mean,
feel.
if somebody says no to that, if you said, "Do you want to feel good every day?" And somebody says no, well, I don't want to talk to them anyhow. So they're not our kind of people. So this is a way to empower your life to feel good every day. So yeah. Do you want to? Duh. Yeah. So Debbie, what makes you feel good?
Well, one of the things is definitely family, of course, always makes me feel good. I feel so empowered once I get around the grandchildren, especially the little ones. I've got the big grown ones too.
Uh-huh.
But just getting out in nature, I'm thinking about that Shinrin Yoku, I think it might be called, that forest bathing. Doesn't take a whole lot to make me feel good. I'm very simple.
So family and nature. What if you get family and nature all wrapped in there? You'd be like over the top, right?
Absolutely.
So think about this, Debbie. So if there's something that makes you feel good that you're not doing today, what would that be?
Ah, that I'm not doing today.
Yeah. We're not doing enough of, maybe.
Well, I kind of wouldn't want to say that. So then, no, that won't work to say that either. What kind of audience we got here? Oh, but anyhow, I can't really think of something that I'm not doing right now, except my Christmas movies. I haven't had a chance to catch up on my holiday movies like I normally love to do. That makes me
Yeah.
feel good.
Yeah.
Love it,
I got
love
you.
it, love it, love
Yeah.
it.
Well, personally, I'm going to want to have a private jet. You want to be able to be with the little ones as they come along. So, when you have grandchildren that aren't nearby, then, a private jet would be nice to just jet all
That
over.
That is oh so true. Oh so true. But just got back from visiting them. They kind of wore me out, you guys. So that's why I'm not thinking
Ah,
about them right now at this instance. I just got back from Atlanta.
I love it. All right, let's watch a video here.
50 years ago, Nikken was born from a dream to create natural and effective products that would help people live better. Today, it's a global brand with a presence in 11 countries and a pioneer in wellness solutions inspired by nature. Our mission is to empower people to create a natural, healthy, and economically viable lifestyle. Today, thousands of people around the world choose to be part of this community because they have found in Nikken an alternative to live in balance. Through our empowered living philosophy as a way to feel good every day, we rely on 5 simple, powerful, and actionable principles to make this possible. Strengthen your mindset. Increase your vitality. Strengthen your relationships. Contribute to society. Diversify your finances. With Nikken, you'll find innovative products, a supportive community, and an opportunity to share well-being while building a balanced life. Discover how you can also start empowering your life and feeling good every day.
It's good to me.
Yes, indeed.
So let's talk about the principles that they touched on in the video. So I don't know what your favorite one is. I actually did a video for the company about strengthening your mindset because to me, that's huge. Your mind, your positive attitude, ways to shift when things get you down. When there's something, whether it's out in the world or in your own personal world, it's really important to be able to have some tools to be able to raise your positivity. And I have learned so much from Nikken through the Humans Being More and through being in partnership with so many of these positive partners that I work with, and whether they're part of my team or other, the whole global community. Debbie, what's a favorite principle for you?
That's easy for me. Strengthen your relationships. Relationships are just so important to me. I think about the fact when I first got involved with Nikken, I was a part of the sandwich generation. I still have my parents that I was looking out for, and my children were growing up. And now I am that senior person. But I love relationships. I love the ones that I built with my family, with my church, with the community when we had the big storm here, the big tornado here in St. Louis, and being able. So I guess that kind of goes over to society. But got a chance. I
Sure.
felt really good being able to go down there and help out and build relationships with the community as we tried to help the ones that were unfortunate enough to have lost their homes during that storm.
Yeah. Yeah. And really and truly, they're all connected. They're all interconnected because if you diversify your income sources so that you have more of a flow of income, it's not only reliant on your efforts, but it's working with a team and having additional sources of income. Then you have more time. You have more time for to strengthen your relationships. You have more time and resources to contribute to society, right? And then we know that the boosting your vitality, that's a huge part of that's really the product line. So we're going to get into
Yeah.
that a little bit more. So I like this chart because it's like, okay, what do you do with it? How do you put these principles into action? So out of all of these, Debbie, we talked about strengthening your mindset. What are some actions that you do every day that strengthen your mindset?
So, well, first thing in the morning, I mean, I've got a routine like with my, just to kind of get myself centered again. I got my breathing exercise where I'm, doing a relaxation kind of thing with breathing, and I'm grabbing my word of God and I'm reading my scriptures for the day. And I'm looking at my calendar to see what I've got coming up that day. I've had a lot of things coming up with my husband, of course, with his appointments and all. But I, uh, I do all this to make sure that my word for this year is intentionality. I want to be more intentional about what I'm doing during the day, and that you've got to have a mindset that encourages you to be aware of,
Yep.
just to be present.
I love that. I love that. I just pulled this off my desk. Here's a life cycle plan. So, talk about strengthening your mindset. It's looking at this is like a vision board we call it a life cycle plan. I have many of them of attending Humans Being More, and this is one of them that I laminated and put right there on my desk. Boost your vitality. We can say that. I mean, obviously you're out walking. I talk to a lot of times we're doing team meetings and you and Shirley are on a walk, right?
Yes,
We know
yes,
about
indeed.
hydrating, getting good hydration, getting good sleep, uh, nourishing your everyday eating with supplements. So there's lots and lots of things that we get to do for that. Strengthening relationships, right? You're doing that when you're out on walks. I know the two of you are out, connecting with people because the people you
Yes,
see on your path, they're like-minded,
that,
right? They're out there
that's
moving their
right.
body.
That's right.
So you get to
That's right.
combine that
Yes,
in
yes.
so
And
many
that's a
different
team
ways.
building. That's a
Yeah,
team building
there you go.
for
Yeah,
For Shirley
yeah,
and I, and
yeah.
invite the others too.
Absolutely. And I love it when the team grows and there's more people. I feel so enriched all the time with that. So contribute to
Yeah.
society. Again, there's many different ways to be able to volunteer your time. And Nikken has always been historically part of really involved in cleaning up the environment. So lots of things you could do. Just picking up litter through a grocery store parking lot would be contributing to society, right?
Think one thing, Sherry, that was so special to me was during those California fires and how Niken was able to come through with sharing. I was able to get an air purifier shared with close friends of ours that had lost everything in the fire. So yes, got to give back to
That's
society.
amazing. That's amazing. And the diversify your financing. I mean, the action on that is to build a business. So we're going to go into that now, but um, that is a way that you can build financial security for your future. But let's first start here with the products and let's really understand the impact that these products have and how they connect you with nature.
In a world constantly evolving, we've found inspiration in nature's timeless solutions. Nature is our guide, offering forms more efficient than we ever imagined. In a natural environment, the spring water is filtered, purified, and filled with minerals that are essential for maintaining optimal functions in our body for a smart hydration. The Earth's magnetic field influences organisms in many ways: navigation, finding their way, or even for communication. By using magnetic and massage stimulation, we are seeking to influence the body's natural responses to restore balance and support in our increasing stressful world. Air abundant in negative ions can be experienced as a fresh air feeling, such as the revitalizing air near waterfalls and forests. Ionization technologies enhance indoor air quality and overall wellness, bringing pure air to our home. Ceramic reflective fibers work like the sun's spectrum, bringing this comforting technology to our homes. Using energy from our bodies and the environment, these fibers gently reflect a soothing warmth, promoting a sense of well-being for less stress, restful sleep, and vital energy. The Earth provides nutrients that allow for the creation of natural products, which contribute to a healthy diet. Our overall approach aims to bring balance in the 5 principles, bringing nature into your home. Together, we can make a better world where we not only survive, but thrive. And you? How do you connect with nature?
Most of us are not spending a whole lot of time outside. So the fact that these technologies can help us connect with nature is absolutely enormous, and it's such a passive way. When you sleep, that's the first thing I want to zone in on, and you create these technologies, you transform your sleep environment. That again, all of these things are based on science and inspired by Mother Nature. Hydration, we have nature's perfect water that is affordable. It's a way to filter your water and transform your water to the perfect nature's perfect water. Nutrition, we have whole food supplements that are as organic as they possibly can be, and they are targeted with each of the systems in the body to optimize our health and from a nutrition standpoint. It's almost impossible to get everything we need from our diets, even if we're eating intentionally. The supplements are really important, and we have some phenomenal ones. Energy, daytime energy. You can be sitting, standing, wearing, whether it's jewelry or something on your back, to get that daytime energy so it keeps your body feeling energized throughout the day and helping you to release stress, reduce your stress. And of course, the financial piece of it is a product in itself too, because that's the business aspect that allows, for many people, it allows them to afford to be more invested in prevention, because prevention, up front can look like it's expensive. It's not. When you invest in prevention, you're saving thousands of dollars in the future. It's much, much more financially solvent to invest in prevention now. Don't wait till you get sick, because that's when it gets super expensive.
Have you considered a path where well-being accompanies you and opportunities grow with you? In today's world, income diversification is a strategy for building a solid future, and above all, the peace of mind you deserve. Diversify your finances and empower your life with Nikken. Nikken offers you a smart, purposeful business model to make this a reality. The philosophy here is simple. You can choose how you earn. You can generate additional income to indulge yourself with the pleasures that fill your life with joy, or build a supplemental income that relieves monthly pressure and allows you to save and invest in your future with more security. Or you can even decide to make it a meaningful income, which gives you the freedom to design life your way. And the extraordinary thing is that each path has the same origin, the simple and powerful act of sharing well-being and connecting people with a solution. Because when you diversify your finances, you don't just transform your future, you transform your world. Empower your life and feel good every day.
These videos give me the chills because it's just talking such tremendous truth here. So we want to wrap it up here with just talking about the fact that there's three paths. So you saw the business, and the first one could be simply that you're going to sign up as a consultant so that you can share the products. It's a way to do a little bit and share with within your community. You'll have an impact on your friends and family. You'll make some extra income. The next way is, and it could be that your main objective is to be able to pay for the wellness home that you really want to have. The next option, the next path is to build. That's where you're putting in some structure, some more time. You're really having a strategy to build a business, and you really want to create supplemental income. And then the third path is about becoming a leader, and certainly everything here in place with Nikken's training and support. There's so many mentoring opportunities to transform you to being a leader. And Debbie, I've seen that happen with you as I've been working with you of the leader that you've become. It's enormous. So just look at these here a little bit more details. So the share part of it is again, it's kind of a soft way you're wanting to have a little bit of income, a little extra income. Maybe it's some mad money, and again to invest in your own wellness. So you're talking about, sharing your experiences maybe once a week. So not a big commitment. The build where you're looking now for supplemental income, you're going to get more serious here. So you're going to have more products and you're going to start expanding outside of your circle to build a circle to have more of an impact to share this with more people. And then the leadership level is now where you are really building a meaningful income. And that's with a lot of different strategies and a lot of support to build a big business that can replicate what could have been a job that you really didn't enjoy so much. So those are the three paths. So, Debbie, I'd like for you to wrap us up here and just take us home with just share a little bit about how the business has had such an impact for you.
Uh, the business has meant so much. I have such a passion for wanting to see people do better in life, physically as well as financially. But when I think of how it helped me initially with my family, with my children being in sports, getting banged up and that sort of thing, with my parents being older and that sort of thing, and then my own issues, just getting involved with the business was such a rich opportunity to be able to give to my family in a very real and practical way. So that was one thing that I definitely loved. And then just to be able to see, like, keep that thread that keeps running is the relationship, strengthening the relationships and how everything just flows out of that. So I was from doing the business, I was able to invest in the younger grandchildren that had their own set of issues, with the sleep technology and getting them going with the water, loving to hear them say, Grammy, this golden gut is refreshing, to find little 6 and 8-year-olds really enjoying the products, wearing the insoles in their shoes. The eight-year-old's feet are as big as mine. But the business just has been so rewarding for me in such a real and practical way. To be able to give back to my family, the finances helped me to be able to reinvest in the business with helping the family.
Sure. Yeah. So whatever it is that you're looking for, it's here for you. It could be that you're a millennial and you're looking for ways that you can have more meaning in your life, and maybe you're wanting to build some a retirement fund to start now, and that would be a great idea. It could be that you're somebody who's at retirement age but you're not ready to retire, or maybe you can't afford to retire. And so this is a great business for people that are in that the boomer generation as well. And you're teaching your little grandbabies to be entrepreneurial because they're watching you do that. So um, I don't know what generation they're called, but they probably have a name for it. So love to end with this quote here because this is the founder of the company, Mr. Isamu Masuda. And this really speaks all to the philosophy of the company that you are irreplaceable because you are you. So when you decide to do this as a business, to join the community, the global community, you are a unique person. You get to be yourself. You don't have to be somebody else. You get to be yourself and you are enough. You are irreplaceable. You are valued in this community because of who you are. So that's who we are, folks. This is Nikken. This is an overview. So our intention is not to answer all your questions, simply to give you an introduction of who we are. And we hope that we've gotten you curious and interested to keep learning more. Thanks, everybody, so much for being on or sharing this and watching this in the recorded version as well.